I just figured out that I can see all of us.
Oh yeah, not just the speed. You'll figure out all kinds of stuff about Zoom.
It says in the top right corner it's recording.
Okay, I just hit it. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so we're in the Files tab. So you could spend a couple days going through all of this. So I always say to new coaches, like, your personal development at first can be just going through these, having Zoom calls with me or your upline sponsor, whoever. But really going through these is super helpful. So like I said, if you just feel like you're having a hard time, somebody created a document of just some great videos that you can watch to help you. There's always going to be a groups file in here. So if you're talking to somebody about doing the 21-day fix, and you need to find a group to add them to once they've purchased their challenge pack, you can come in here and let's say you talk to somebody about starting on the 10th. You can add them to the 10th. But you have to pay attention at how many people are already in there, because we are trying to keep them kind of smaller, because we're seeing more success with smaller groups. So if you're unsure, you can ask. You can send a message to whoever is running this, or me, and I'll find out, or post it on the wall. Whatever you need to do. So as of right now, it looks like there's only 2 groups, which is kind of weird, but I'm sure there's more that'll pop up here.
Especially considering all the cups going on.
I know, right? And especially now that they extended the 21-day fix through the 12th.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot more. But I think some people might be focusing on size and getting ready for that. So, but they'll be posted in here. So just always know that you can add any of your own challengers to any of those groups. When you sign up your own coaches, or if you need some help. So Kenny, I don't know if you saw this recently. Amy actually updated this.
Okay.
I really like this too. It's like a welcome letter, and it's
like a good document.
It's one big long document, and it has all the videos in it. It has the color or the personality test, which I meant to post in the wall for you guys to do. So I'll just show it to you real quick. So what you should do is open that and save it. You're going to modify it because this obviously has Amy's name on it.
Yeah.
But modify it with your name. And then this is what you're going to send to all your new coaches.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, for sure.
And it's a lot easier than just sending them one at a time. Even though we were trying to do that just to make sure that people were actually watching the videos, because sometimes we send them all at the same time. They would be like, oh, yeah, I watched them, but they really didn't. So it is important to watch them. But it really just goes through everything that you need to know your first couple of days as a coach. I'm gonna get this out of here as long as I'm in. And here's some books that are recommended right off the bat. The 45-second presentation. Have you both checked into the Coach Basics group at all yet?
Somebody needs to accept my request. I'm still pending. Last time I went on there, I was still pending.
I added you. Hold on. Okay.
I swear when I clicked on it, it said request sent, so I couldn't do anything.
Okay.
I was getting all the messages and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe it's just my phone.
I need to get to a tab that's under this. How do I do that? So spreadsheets too. I highly recommend that you start a spreadsheet and keep track of people that you are talking to.
Yeah, I'm learning it's so much easier than trying to just fiddle through my messages the whole time, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Because then I can just search first and last name.
That's not what I wanted. Crap.
Because I have so many people on my messenger now, and I'm just everybody has like a certain plan of when they're gonna pay, you know, and I'm just like constantly going through and being like, oh yeah, they're gonna pay on such and such, so I gotta wait for a little while, so I don't bug them.
Yeah. And then you need to figure out, like, you make a column of when you're going to follow up with that person. So 2 to 3 days. Don't go any longer than that, because then they'll forget about you, or they'll find someone else to talk to. Everyone do this.
Well, I was just talking specifically about somebody that's like saving money to do it, you know.
Yeah, so you still have to follow up with them. And like in a month, if they say, okay, I'm going to save and then I can do it next month. You need to remind yourself somehow to actually follow up with them in a month, because they're either going to forget, or that was just kind of like a ploy to get you to stop talking to them for the time being. You have to, I mean, so take me for example. It took me 8 months. Amy worked on me for 8 months before I finally signed up as a coach. Because I just had never done Beachbody. I didn't know anything about the products. And I was like, no. And I mean, she would follow up with me all the time. And sometimes I wouldn't respond because I'm just like, this girl needs to leave me alone.
Stubborn.
I am stubborn. And sometimes I would just be like out of spite, like didn't respond. So once I finally said okay, like I haven't stopped. So always just keep in mind that like a no is just a not right now. That's like my favorite thing. So if people tell you no, that doesn't mean like you shouldn't ask them again or you shouldn't keep in touch with them. I talk to people all the time that like in my head I'm like, they'll never do anything. They'll never want to do a program. But I'm constantly surprised. I'll talk to people and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I saw your dance video. I've been getting a lot of that. And that looks like so much fun. And then so people are interested in that. So you never know who's watching you.
Yeah.
And you never know who said no before, who's gonna say yes down the road.
I've definitely actually fairly recently dealt with that, so I totally understand. I don't know, just a lady last week was like, oh, I'm, you know, not interested, thanks. And then like I did kind of like one of my before and afters, and then she was like, okay, so what are you doing again? And then so now she's supposed to be signing up next week. So
perfect. So you just have to keep sharing, and people are watching you, but you can't just rely on them reaching out to you either. Like, so when you post something, people, and you're good at this already, Kenny, when people like your post, that's your cue to message them, because they're not going to message you all the time and be like, hey, tell me what you're doing.
Oh my goodness, I had like 300 people like my post.
Okay, so you have a lot of followers. I would write them all down, or start, if you can, on an Excel spreadsheet and start documenting who you're talking to. And here, all you do, hey, thanks so much for liking my post. Do you want more information about what I'm doing? Or if it's someone that you already know, just be like, hey, how are you? And still thank them for liking your post and start the conversation that way. And be like, you know, just assume that means they want to do this. And you have to go to them. You have to ask them, because you never know. And most people are too shy. A lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, I wasn't sure. Some people might not even know that you're a coach yet. They probably don't. So that's your job, is to let them know that you're doing this, and you can help them, get them connected with doing this too. So on that note, in the files tab, if you wanted to post something about that, there is a letter that you can post. It says, I just became a coach, how to tell family and friends. And there's like a note that you can post on your wall to let all of your friends know. There's another document about good personal development books to read. how to do invites with general invites, and then how to use scripts. So a lot of people do this, and I do this too now. I didn't before, but I've been trying to, and it does help. If you pull this document up when you start talking to people, it's really good to reference, because it's basically, I mean, most conversations go pretty much the same for the most part, but there's different ways to respond in there. So I would look at that.
Bear with me. I gotta go yell at some kids real quick. Hold on.
Okay. He already knows this, so we're going to keep talking.
I feel so stupid because I've been sitting here the whole time squinting my eyes and it looks like Chinese, and I can actually zoom in.
It's your first time. It's okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. So,
I'm Uncle Kenny, and I'm uncle of 8. So I'm babysitting 2 or 3 at any time.
oh my God,
Yeah.
that's a lot of kids.
Birth control.
Don't sign me up for that, please.
That's what I was telling her last week, that I knew like 30 people that was pregnant right now. I told her it was in the water, and she was like, "Oh no,
Hell no.
30 people?
Yeah, I know at least 30, at least.
No.
So guess what? You should start working on.
Passing them out samples.
Well, you need a new mamas challenge group.
Yeah,
Right after they have those babies, bam, challenge group for moms. Who wants
that's
to join
true.
it? Even though you're not having one. I mean, you can't help them. So
Oh my goodness, I can highlight this.
what?
I can highlight this too.
All kinds of stuff you can do.
You're going way more in depth than me. I'm just kind of just focus on what she's saying.
So you're gonna add this to your like homework. Just go through the files tab, and then the other important part of this page is the daily thread, because it really does help you keep yourself accountable, and you're gonna tag your own coaches to keep them accountable also. Does it remind you, Kenny, when I tag you to post on the thread?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like the
You're
other
like,
day.
oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Dude, the other day I almost was on like that turn off phone phase of the week.
Yep.
But yeah, so I mean, once my phone's on and I hear a ding, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. And that's mostly my ADD, but obviously I'm not the only one that has that problem. So it's good.
So, for instance, last night was Monday, so I went on. I was super tired, and I was like, I don't want to do it, but I did it. So you just write everything
Shut me
that's
up right now.
down here. This thread, it wants to know how many hours did you work on your business, how many invites did you do, how many follow-ups did you do, what did you do for your personal development, and what did you do as proof of the product. So I do like a shorthand version. Most of the time I don't work for a certain amount of time at a time. It's usually kind of off and on throughout the day. So I'll write that, but some people will say, I did 2.5 hours, 2 follow-ups, listen to the National Wake Up Call, blah, blah, blah. You literally just write out what you did, and that keeps you accountable. So if I'm writing this out and I go, okay, I did my personal development, I listened to the National Wake Up Call this morning, which is my favorite thing to do right now, is just listen to stuff while I'm getting ready for work. That gets my personal development out of the way for the whole day. So, because at night right now, I'm just like too tired to read. But reading books is really important too, which we'll go into Coach Basics in a minute, and I'll show you guys that 45-second presentation book that I want you to read.
So I've read that one. It's just like a PDF file, right? And you just read it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Going forward, though, the books are all, you need to order them or download them on from Amazon or Audible or something like that.
That's what I was missing, because I was like, okay, I looked all over Beachbody to try to find them to buy. That'd be cool if they had like a. I was just gonna say that'd be cool if they had like a link for all these books on Team Beachbody.
Well, they're not Beachbody specific. They're just things, because they're all personal development, and they're used for all different kinds of businesses and purposes. Like, they're not specific to
Yeah.
that. So just Google or go to Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, so I just order mine. And I still like to read books. I don't like to download them, really. I like actual paper books still. Weird. But anyway, so you're gonna list out when you worked on your business. You should really try to work on it for about an hour a day, whether it's an hour at a time or 15-minute increments. But that's really how you're going to get the ball rolling. And then every single night, you're going to come in here and post. I worked from 11 to 12 and from 8 to 9, still going. I did 10 Instagram invites, 10 Facebook invites, 2 invites face-to-face, the gym. Personal development was shooting to diamond homework, which all of these training groups will count as your personal development. And then she read Start With Why. She did Total Body, Cardio Fix, and Lower Fix, and drank Strawberry Shakeology for her product of the product.
Oh, man.
So none of these people really are, hardly anybody is tagging their coaches, which you should be doing. So like me, because part of being a coach is teaching your own coaches what we call a duplicatable business, because you're going to teach your coaches what it is that you do to be successful, and all they have to do is literally copy you. So I watch Amy. She's my coach. You guys watch Amy. She's your upline coach. So I am tagging my coaches because I want them to do this. I'm doing it. I know it's important. It helps me. And I'm trying to help you guys. So for me, I'm tagging Kenny with the intention that he's tagging Sarah, and Sarah should be tagging you.
Yeah,
But
I've kind of just been doing both of them.
yeah, and that's what I'm counting on too, because both the Sarahs are new. So I'm gonna and at the same time, I want Kenny to start becoming a leader and getting these things too. So if I were just to tag you guys, that would take that, incentive away from him to do it. So by me tagging him, I'm hoping that he's going to tag you guys. And if I saw that he wasn't tagging you guys, then I would tag you guys, or if I feel like doing it. But that's what we want. We want leaders to create leaders to create leaders, and so on and so forth. So
Hey, so I have a question. If that lady's husband gets the coaching thing, and then she already has the challenge pack, so she becomes a coach too, will that go back and then give me the points for that?
if what now? Say that again.
So that girl bought a challenge pack as a customer. If she goes back and is a coach, that I don't get extra points for that, do I?
No.
So I would just get the point for her signing up her husband to do the Shakeology.
I thought you were going to sign up her husband under you. I told you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's what I meant.
Because
Sorry.
they're just going to be discount coaches. It doesn't make, if they were both going to work the business,
Yeah.
then you would want her to sign him up, because his volume is going to contribute to her volume. That's going to contribute to your volume. But because they're both just going to be discount coaches and they're not going to be bringing in any more volume other than their own,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. You want him just as a number for your coaches to get you to diamond.
Okay. Yeah, and I was kind of just hoping, in the back of my mind, I guess, that if she had him under her, and then got the wind that this is something she wanted to do, you know, as a coach, and actually do the coaching in the long run, it would help her. But I guess I can't just assume that that could happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would just go with it. That's
Okay.
that's what I would do.
All right.
Um,
There'll be plenty more.
What'd I do? Oh,
you're already a member of Coach Basics, Kenny. So
All right. I'll look at it again when we're done here. Cause I swear, like when I went to check in on Monday, it said request sent.
Sarah Sparks, already a member. All right. So you guys are in this group, Coach
Okay.
Basics. This is the other group for the next 2 weeks. You need to be going into every single day. It's really important. So last night was the first Zoom call. It should be, the recording should be posted later. So today's day 2. So you're both probably a little behind already. So you have 2 days to do today. So they're all labeled. So you need to do yesterday's Monday and today's Tuesday. Doesn't take very long at all. There's usually a little video to watch and then a quick little homework. So this is, again, going over the 3 vital behaviors. Invite, invite, invite. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Be proof the products work and share your journey. And then personal development. Then your homework is watch both videos, read 10 pages of your book, and comment below. That's it. It really shouldn't take you more than like 10 minutes to do this every day.
So I'm gonna order my book on Friday.
No, you have the book in here.
Oh, never mind. Okay. I was talking about the personal development books.
I know, you have the 45-second presentation in here. And I tagged you in it already.
Yeah, I've read that one. I'm curious about like getting the other ones, the paperback books that are also.
But because it already started, I've read the 45-second presentation like 5+ times. And it's gonna help you still
All right.
talk about the sizzle sessions and blah, blah, blah. So I would just read that again
Okay.
for now, especially if you can't order a book till Friday, because you want to be reading this. So Sarah, here's the 45-second presentation, and he tagged you in it already. It's just an ebook, so it's free. You'll download it onto your computer, and that's what you're gonna read every day. And it's kind of just like an introduction to what Beachbody is, which is network marketing. And then you post about it. So the Zoom call is on Monday, so there'll be one more next week. And
I'm gonna watch that tomorrow morning.
okay, try and do that. And then also, if you didn't listen to the National Wake Up Call yet, I was gonna do that today, and I got a late start this morning, so I didn't get a chance to. I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning for myself. Sarah, do you know how to find the National Wake Up Call?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay. It should actually be on the coach wall. Most things are posted on the coach wall. Let's see.
I can take a look at it if.
I just want to
get me water.
see.
Is it in the files too?
No. No, that's not. Probably on here somewhere, but it's in your online office in the alerts.
Oh, I've seen that.
So you can always listen to the recording from there. If you're like me, I can't get on it live ever because I'm at work at 8 in the morning my time. But that's how you do it.
Hey, have you talked to many people about the overnight recovery supplement and whether that does well in terms of like helping them sleep at night?
I tried it once. I liked it. And I've heard, I know Pat used it, And he got a whole thing of it, and I'm gonna get a whole thing of it because I really liked it.
Yeah, that was another reason I wanted to get the performance, especially with me being a guy and other guys being turned off by replacing meals with a shake, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And
No, yeah, and I like that it still gives you the volume.
yeah, and
Okay,
for the
to post the recording. So she'll try. She hasn't posted the recording yet for Coach Basics, but she will.
that just popped up right now, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, like, to pay $80 for a pre-workout and a post-workout, I guarantee you I pay just about the same thing for top elite brands in the GNC.
Right. And people are just so, like, hooked on all their usual stuff that
Combat crap and
so
yeah. What's the really big one?
I don't
know.
What is it you take? Creatine?
Yeah. Giants are winning. Yeah. Sorry.
I have a random question. Do you just drink the shake once a day, or like if you're getting a craving for something sweet, like do you ever just go and just?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually go on kicks of having shakes for 2 meals a day. Oh no.
Sometimes I'll have one in the morning and then 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So yeah, I do that, and then I'm about to do a cleanse basically for the next couple days. I'm just gonna have 3 shakes a day and vegetables in between.
Are you doing what the thing that Katie posted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did that.
I taught her that.
On Sunday. Yeah, I did it just for one day, and like I felt. I mean, it almost like it takes away all your water weight, like Yeah.
Okay, so
but
in your
it definitely helps.
Sorry, we only have 10 minutes left.
Go ahead.
I can see. So I have 2 Success Club points. I have no idea where those came from, so I can come in here and click on it and find out where that came from. So Samantha Carter. I don't even know who that is, so I'm going to message her. I do remember talking to a Samantha. So again, important to write things down for this reason, because I don't even know who that is. So I will look at that and figure it out. And then so your national wake up call replay is right here on the side. So whenever you have time, you can click on that. And then your challenge packs that are on sale are always going to be listed over here also. So we have the size kickstart, which comes with a 3-day refresh, and then just a regular 3-day refresh. So if you have somebody that's talking to you about the 3-day refresh, that's your cue to like talk to them also about size, because they can get a deal with getting both of those, and vice versa. If somebody's talking about getting size, you could say, hey, there's this really awesome deal. It's called the Kickstart, where you can start with the 3-day refresh, really like jumpstart your body into that like fat burning mode. So that always kind of focus, I feel like, on these sale items. But at the same time, if you haven't seen this yet, if you go into sales and marketing and then product toolkits, if somebody's asking you a question about a program and you don't really know much about it, you just come into the toolkit and you can find the answer to any question basically for any kit. All the programs are listed over here. Let's say someone asks you about size. There's frequently asked questions, talking points, a training guide. If you wanted to run a challenge group, literally every daily post is in here, a whole guide for you to follow. Sample Facebook posts, little pictures and banners, which I don't suggest using because they're really salesy looking, but you can if you want.
Hey, I have one more question. Instead of like, so if I'm talking to a guy, because I mean, you know, like I was saying, now most guys want like the performance stuff over the shakes when it comes to their workouts. And do they have something where you can actually like get the performance to go along as the challenge pack?
Yeah. So if you're ever unsure also what kind of packs we have, you can go yourself on the main page and hit shop.
Yeah, because I did that, but I didn't see a challenge pack that
Magnesium.
combines.
Beachbody Performance. Stupid thing. I know there's a challenge pack one in here.
I would love to get that whole thing, but
You can't. You're a coach. Coaches can't get challenge packs. By the way.
no. I just mean like I would love to get that whole performance combo.
Oh yeah. The Club Performance Pack. So you can get so it's not everything, it actually is just let's see what comes with it. So you can click on anything and it'll tell you what it comes with.
So it gives you the post-workout and the pre-workout.
And then access to the Beachbody On Demand, which is cool.
That's awesome. I like it.
Bless you.
140. So again, if you're unsure about any of the challenge packs that we have, like Body Beast, you can get it with Shakeology, or you can get it with there's a special Body Beast protein that you can get instead. So, but there's, I mean, I had no idea that we had this many programs when I first started coaching. Like, it's crazy. So there's really something for everybody. So you just have to like keep in mind that, you know, you just have to talk to people and find out what their goals are and what they like to do and all that jazz. So for our team cup, on that note, let's see.
I've had a lot of people saying that they're waiting for their financial aid to come.
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, that's fine with me. That's still in August, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. What was I gonna do?
Like that one kid's like literally trying to sell stuff out of his room so he can join.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have some a couple people. It's funny. One of the biggest ones I always get, people always have car problems like the day before they told me they were gonna sign up or something.
Yeah.
It's the darndest thing.
It's funny because I've had someone say that their car broke down.
And you can't really argue it because it's like, oh, that is expensive. Like, what are you supposed to say to that? You're like, oh.
So, 3 weeks into being a coach, and I've already had that excuse once. So I believe it.
Yep. So where's my team cup thing?
Well, you always really know like who's totally into it, because like when I go and say, hey, what's up, I was just checking in on you, how things going, and then they'll typically respond like, don't worry, I'm still planning on doing it. So that's how you really know.
Yeah.
Because they're actually excited.
So there's so many things to talk about with people. So you have the boosts that are new. You have the Fixate cookbook, which is you know, not going to get you a lot of commission, but if they don't already have the 21-day fix, or if they do already have the 21-day fix, that's a nice little extra thing you can have them get. But there's just I mean, this is a whole nother thing that you could spend like all day long looking at. And there's even more like news and in news and training, there's a whole training section. So if by chance we're not giving you enough to look at in our own Facebook groups, you can come in here and look at even more. Like Beachbody, they want us to be successful, and they want to give us all the tools and all the tips that they can to be able to talk to people and help ourselves be good coaches.
Mhm.
So don't forget about that. And then really the Team Cup is just the opportunity to do stuff like this, to work together in a small group and like brainstorm with each other and help each other out. And we get some little prizes if we get a lot of points, but that's so one of them I won for Team Boom. At least we won the most Success Club points for that in the whole team for the cup, and Pat got us all shirts from beachbody.com. And they're expensive. They're like $30, so they were nice, and it was awesome. It was just like bragging rights, like, yeah, we won.
I'm like, I want a tank top. I actually feel comfortable wearing tank tops now, so bring it on.
Yeah. So it's just, again, it's something that helps build group and morale. We have less than a minute left. So if you have more questions, post them in our Boomtastic group, or just message me. And then I think I'll be able to stay in touch when I'm in Puerto Rico. I'm planning on it, at least. I'm going to pay for Wi-Fi wherever I need to go. So I'll be